Hi everyone. A little bit of a spoiler. I saw this the whole interaction that Charlie talks about in this video on X earlier today, and here's what I will say: this whole situation is just ugly. It's not good, and it is I don't really think that there's one person that's 100% in the right in this situation, but I will say that this is probably like very, very messed up. No, probably not. This is a very messed up situation, and I hope that people learn from this to just not be shitty people. Just try not to be shit. Huh?
I have no idea what's going on.
I don't want to spoil it because I've seen the full video, and I know there's parts of this Charlie probably isn't going to be able to show, but I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. So yeah, according to Charlie, this is the worst live stream ever, and I figured this had to be a live stream, but I didn't know that it was. Like I said, I only saw the one part of it. I think near the end, but anyway, here we go with the video. Let's check it out.
It's baffling how common it is for people to live stream their most embarrassing moments on purpose. They're filming their own lowlights, their own worst ofs for the montage of shame. Things most people would want buried forever, they are proudly with a smile on their face broadcasting to their audience for content. Today, an extremely trashy stream clip has gone viral with a streamer named Elisa Jordana firing up a live stream after learning that her boyfriend has been cheating on her. I'm going to go through most of what happens in the stream, but the clip everyone's seen, which we'll get to towards the end, is at the very end of the stream. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes. She gets her boyfriend in the car, and then she starts attacking him while she's driving. So she starts physically hitting him. And then she hits him very hard in the nose, like a full-blown strike to the nose, like a fucking monk's palm strike to his nose. It was quite a wallop. Like, if she was playing that boxing bag game that you see at bars where it measures your punch and it like grades your force up to 999, she probably would have scored like a 700 with that strike. So it definitely could have caused some damage. She threatens to kill him, and then she continues to escalate it. She grabs on his ear and starts pulling on it, and then he starts fighting back. So he starts fighting her. He starts yanking on her hair, telling her to stop the car, and she does stop the car. He continues yanking and pulling on her. She gets out of the car. He gets out of the car, chases her down, and then he gets back in the car and turns the stream off. Without a doubt, one of the worst live streams I can think of in recent memory. It's hard to watch. It's awful. It's crimes. Like, you're watching crimes unfold.
Yeah.
He lied so much to me. He lied so much to me. And he lied, and he told her I'm just like a streamer, and it was just an investment. And like the whole time he was talking to me, he was talking to her. The whole time.
Gadzooks, what in the fuck would possibly possess you to want to start a live stream after learning something so heavy? That makes no sense.
It's not the best look.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think assault is wrong on every front. Here's the thing. I know that conflict and like physical confrontation to a certain extent is unavoidable, but I always look at the person who initiated it as the true aggressor. And as far as I've seen, like as far as Charlie mentioned as well, like she was the only one that was like hitting him and like assaulting him in the beginning. It's like, I'm sorry, but I don't care who you are. If you hit me and you hurt me, I'm going to defend myself. Now, I'm going to try my hardest to not hurt you, but I am going to defend myself. But I hate to say it, but whenever people are trying to hurt each other, people tend to get hurt whenever people are trying to hurt each other. It's just basic like conflict and combat and all that. It happens.
How poisoned must your brain be to possibly come up with an idea like this, learning that your boyfriend has been cheating on you, and then immediately turning it into a stream for content? That's incomprehensible. I don't understand why people want to broadcast every single waking moment of their lives to a bunch of strangers online, a ton of goobers who are just going to sit back tossing popcorn down their gullet because it's just entertainment to them, even though it's your life.
I hate to say it, but Howard's, like, they mentioned Howard Stern earlier in this, and she's a former Howard Stern employee. Howard Stern did the exact same thing. Howard Stern's wife literally lost their child in a miscarriage. The next day, Howard was on the radio. Basically, he did a bit where God called in, you know, on the phone, on the line, and basically said, "By the way, I'm taking really good care of your little boy that you lost, or that you and your wife lost in the miscarriage. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it." And then Howard's wife called him up during the broadcast and got on to him about it. And it was, here's the thing, they stayed together after that for a long time, but it started to point out like the very poisonous like behaviors that Howard Stern has, and
bringing things into the public eye that have no business being in the public eye.
Like there's things with me that involve other people. I'm not going to broadcast that shit live. There are things that I will talk about when I'm comfortable with it, but it's stuff that, it's not stuff that I'm going to put out there to deliberately try and hurt other people or to like make light of, like, because keep in mind his wife had just begun mourning the loss of their child. And to me, I know Howard said, like, Howard later in his defense said, "Oh, I ran it by my wife. She said it was okay." I bet you he didn't. I can bet you $1,000 he didn't say a single thing to her. But anyway.
That's being ruined in real time. Why do that? Fucking Jack Bauer couldn't torture me enough to force me to go live after learning something like this. He could put all the jumper cables he wants on my nipples and scrotum. I still wouldn't do it because it's a horrible thing to want to put out there. I couldn't even imagine just firing up the stream. Hey guys, this one's going to be a little bit different than usual. Turns out she's getting piped by another man right now. They're steaming ham as we speak. Oh, thanks for the $6. Charlie's girl is slobbering on my neat. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
That's a face right there. And I hope that doesn't happen, Charlie.
And sending her money on Venmo.
Yeah, but why are you surprised?
I'm not surprised, Brandon. I'm not surprised. Actually, I'll go to Tanger's Outlets right here.
I just don't get why you would cry over him, dude. Like, you already got money.
Okay, another thing too. This bitch is live streaming while she's driving.
Yep.
That's another thing
not
too.
Not paying attention to her driving.
Here's the thing. If I'm live streaming while I'm driving, I'm having someone, I'm concentrating on me driving. That's number one. You are in a vehicle. You are in a 2,000 plus pound, like, vehicular transportation device. And you could potentially kill somebody. I am not going to put someone else at risk for my own fucking clout. I mean, that's just insane to me. If someone's in there with me and they're reading stuff off to me, that way I can, like, talk about it while I'm driving, you know, something that I am perfectly capable of, then I'll do that. But not by myself, no.
It's like you did a live stream when we were on the way to see Scribble Showdown, you know, and I was driving. It's like, so it's just like, you're like, "Hey, say hi, Nick," and I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And you're concentrating on the road.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't want to distract him from driving, and I was just like at his own leisure and at his own comfort. He emoted, and that was it. There was nothing else that could be said or done. But this right here, like, you heard the person honking behind her.
Yeah, literally her being like, "Oh shit!" Like, yeah, you just fucked up. Maybe you should be like concentrating more on your problems and not live streaming.
Exactly. Jesus Christ, woman.
Supposedly got money from him.
I did, but he still was very bad, Brandon.
Yeah, so what do you think would happen if you're gonna marry him, this and that?
I'm not marrying him, Brandon. I'm obviously not marrying him.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you...
Not to
She
mention,
then
it's
goes-
like, fucking set the phone down you're talking on. That will pick up without it being in your goddamn hand. Stop fucking checking the way you look on the fucking live stream.
Yeah.
Like, you goddamn moron.
Yes. This one's an absolute moron. Absolutely. Here's the thing. I live streamed the eclipse. Yeah, but here's the thing. I wasn't driving. I wasn't doing anything stupid. We were out in the middle of a park, and I was doing everything I could to, like, avoid getting people on stream that who, like, were walking by, because I'm not one to, like, get random people. I'm not a candid guy. I'm not one of those candid streamers that's just going to be like, hey, what do you think about the eclipse, huh? What do you think about the eclipse? Yeah, shoving a camera in someone's face who doesn't friggin' want it. Like anyone who does that is just absolutely just, it irks me to no end.
I hope someone knows the location that she's live streaming from roughly, so they can just send that live stream to the police department and get citations sent to her.
Yeah, just like, okay, so that is oh wow, yeah, you basically made an illegal traffic stop there. You made an improper turn. You reckless endanger. Distracted driving, yeah.
Goes for this joyride, or lack thereof joy, and it's the most distracted driving I've ever seen. No exaggeration. She doesn't even pretend to be paying attention to the road. She is glued to her phone or reading the chat, I believe, because she does get donations. She has text-to-speech enabled, so she is getting donations throughout this stream. And she is always looking at something other than the road. That is extremely dangerous, not only to herself, but all of the people on the road around her. And you can see that she busts out that crazy U-turn and gets honked at, because that came out of fucking nowhere like a jump scare to all the other drivers. This is just, it's unhinged. This is, again, unacceptable. It's illegal. You can't be driving like this. I understand she's upset after finding out her partner's been unfaithful. Anyone in the world would feel the same way.
That doesn't mean you get to recklessly endanger the lives of everyone else around you.
Correct.
But not many people in the world would handle it the way she is, by starting up a fucking live stream for people to be tuned in on with everything. Not only is she very dangerously behaving here on the road, but then she then starts just dropping all kinds of personal information publicly. Just publicly revealing a lot of things that 100% should stay private.
Why is that a no?
Stop looking at yourself in the friggin', like, what's changed? What's changed? What's changed about you on the live stream? What do you gotta keep checking yourself for? Other than the fact that you're a vain piece of shit that just loves to look at yourself just like, my lips look really good today. That filler they put in the other day looks really good now.
Either that, or she's actually, like, moving her glasses up and fucking reading chat while she's driving.
I'm gonna go to Tanker's Outlet, actually, with this card right now. Alright, let's do that.
Good God,
Tanker's
woman.
Outlet. Let's go on a shopping spree.
Hope you find your way home. 48 JSK.
It's like the amount of attention she pays to the road is horrifying, because it's like less than 20% of the time that she's driving.
Not that much money left. Should I spend this money? Sparrows for everyone?
Another lore dump for you for why she drove to the mall here. It's because she had his wallet and stated she wanted to go on a bit of a shopping spree with his cards. And then on stream, she actually
war crimes
opens
being committed.
That's fraud. That's fraud. Congratulations. That's just more to add to the list.
wallet and shows his driver's license and says, should I drop his cards in the Discord? So threatening to also just show his cards to her community. She then takes money out of his wallet and says, should I buy food for everyone? Those are all crimes. Again,
yes, fraud.
You're compiling evidence against yourself. You're doing the police's job for them. You are actually showcasing criminal activity. Now, unless I miss something, she doesn't actually spend any of his money. She doesn't actually use any of his cards there. She just makes the threats that she could and would do so. She does, however, actually open his wallet, and you can see his driver's license clearly because she's bouncing it around like something out of the Disney Channel. So you can see that, but I don't think you can make out any of his other cards. But regardless, this whole thing should have never been put on.
Yes, it is. It's insanity, man.
line. I don't know why she made the decision to start streaming this. Again, she does have text-to-speech donations enabled, so it's possible that this is all just to get some, like, money from people that are sympathizing with her, because she's going through something horrible. Getting cheated on sucks. But the way she's handling it is fucking awful. She's distracted.
Once again, I am not, like, she has my sympathies for being cheated on. She has all my sympathies about that. But once again, her way of going about it and her behaviors are absolutely toxic.
Driving dangerously, putting other people's lives at risk on the road, threatening to commit some criminal actions live, and then it ends with her assaulting him, physically assaulting him live. Like, this is a horrible fucking stream.
Dreams, and he thought, oh, Discord's stupid. A lot of people say that, right? So all of Scora's private information, as well Sarah's phone number, Sarah's address, her full name, her Venmo account, transactions, are all
James donated $5. Miss Gerrell, is your Mexican girl hot?
That's him? That's the boyfriend? Jesus.
It sounds as though Elisa has fully doxed the guy and the girl here, posting all of their private information in her Discord, which is illegal. You can't do that. I also
See,
think
if I just saw a picture of them together, my immediate thought would be like, wait, that guy cheated on that lady? That guy does not look like he's in the situation to be cheating on anyone.
That's my thought.
But at the same time, I get it.
Seeing her personality
She's
and
fucking crazy. Like,
Yes.
just don't cheat on people. Like, just break up with them and go fuck somebody else.
That's
Like,
always my point. It's just like, dude, if your eyes are wandering somewhere else, don't cheat. Number one. Instead, go up to the person, just be like, hey, I'm breaking up with you. We should see other people. Goodbye. I'm taking all my shit. Actually, here's the thing. You need to, like, very covertly, like, get all your shit that you value out of the house that, if you two are sharing a house, very covertly, like, get it all together and then get out and then tell them you're breaking up. Because there was this one woman, she was, like, she literally, like, the guy was doing laundry and he broke up with her in the apartment that they were sharing. And all he wanted was to get his clothes and leave. She blocked the laundry machines for like 2 hours, keeping him from getting his shit and leaving. Because she didn't want him to leave. She didn't want him to leave. But he wanted to leave. He wanted to be gone.
Some people don't take breakups all that well.
I know, which is why if I'm going to break up with somebody, I'm going to put myself in a position to where I'm going to just like not have anything that they can use against me, and I'm just going to be like, I want to see other people, and I don't feel like there's anything here. End of the story. And that's it. And they can be mad about it. They can stay mad about it. That's the thing. It's like, it's...
At the end of the day, it's always a more kind thing to do to end a relationship with someone than it is to cheat on them.
Exactly.
it's worth
It may not
mentioning
feel
since
like
you caught
it,
a
but it is.
Yeah, but it's the intelligent move.
glimpse of it there. Anytime that girl, Sarah, is brought up during this stream, both Elisa and the community of pay piggies that's donating to her always make sure to mention that she's Mexican, and they make statements in the chat about that as well. Throughout the stream, reading the chat, there were so many moments of genuine racism, it was fucking sickening.
FYI, February...
I called Sarah, you fucking bitch. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm fucking kill you. Sorry.
You had hit him in my presence.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk about the bad topic.
Well, I
can
can talk about it.
No, I said I'm gonna stop talking about it.
Okay, good. No, it's not okay.
Are you ever been cheated on for 2 years with a 20-year-old Mexican?
I'm
I doubt
not getting
it.
into
Yeah.
my...
Oh, with a 20-year-old Mexican. Oh, yeah. I always got to make the point to mention she's Mexican. Like that. What difference does that make?
None whatsoever.
Exactly. Who cares? Who cares? Like what she looks like.
That
or
just
what...
makes you sound like a raging racist.
Yes, it does. It's just like it. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's my business. I really don't want to talk to you.
This happened shortly before the viral clip from this stream where she starts hitting him in the car. So prior to them getting in the vehicle, she pushed him outside, and it was actually observed by someone who confronted her about it, because in this instance, her violent outburst was in broad daylight in view of public and bystanders. So Someone came
one
up
of
to
the
her, I believe it
bystanders as a police officer.
Yeah.
was an officer, and talked to her about it. And even during this talk, Elisa still finds a way to mention that the other girl is Mexican.
Hello? Hi. Hi, Sarah. How are you? How are you, Sarah?
Nope.
Jesus fucking Christ. Man.
Nope. No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Hi. Thanks so much for calling. I'm just gonna send you like 6 months of texts of your nudes and, you know, different sentences that he...
Sir, I'm sorry about this.
Don't talk.
Good
Ooh,
damn.
no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm.
Don't fucking talk.
Idiot.
Yes, Sarah, we're
That-
sorry about this. I'm sending him your way today.
Fucking.
Yeah. No, so Bahram, how do you pronounce it? Do you know? I don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what's up?
She's half your age. She's half your age.
Delete the number, please.
I cut out the ending here because it's a lot. Like, even this much, I don't even know if YouTube will allow me to show. I'm really not sure. It's legitimate assault. So
It is.
She hits him a couple of times, the nose hit by far being the biggest blow. And then after where I cut it off, he grabs her hair and starts yanking and pulling on her, and she starts talking about how he's killing her, and the car stops, and then eventually she gets out of the car, he chases her down. I think she gets in another vehicle in the background, and then he comes back into the car and turns the stream off. It's a horrifying thing to watch, to be honest. As of right now, Elisa has been arrested. Her mugshot and booking information is all out there for this incident. There's no update on the guy or what's going on with that part of...
Honestly, the thing about it is, they could potentially... I saw the rest of the video, and they could potentially get him on assault charges as well for, like, him grabbing her hair, but where he didn't, like, physically, like, punch her or anything like that.
I think he'll have a self-defense case.
Yeah, yes, definitely. And
from the sound of it. But if he did chase her down whenever she got out of the car,
then
he may not.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like there's a lot that goes into it, and the decisions that you make whenever you're under mental duress like that, like, you aren't really thinking in the best mindset. But anyway.
Of all of this, but what a fucking awful live stream. Now on Twitter there's been a lot of debate about this video on whether or not the man's actions were justified in this situation, and most people are saying that they were, claiming that he was acting in self-defense. And it seems like the law would agree with them on that take, because
she
from
comes
everything
off as a gigantic monster in this. Like,
Well, yeah, and also the fact that he's flinching so much whenever she like raises her hands at him, because, you know, that's like a typical like nervous response.
It tells you that it's not the first time she's hit him.
Well, here's the thing. I hate to say it, but as someone who has witnessed firsthand from people in certain relationships and everything, whenever one party is domineering and assaults the other person in the relationship, the other person in the relationship often seeks something elsewhere. And I hate to say it, but like, I don't condone cheating or anything like that. I don't at all. I think if it's over, it should be over, and just, you need to say it and just let it be done. But at the same time, I cannot fault a person who is under under certain mental stresses to seek compassion from someone who at least they think cares. I can't be against.
I'm not
100%.
condoning cheating, but I also think that assault is a level above cheating.
I do. Oh, that's
I
several.
don't think that cheating merits assault.
I think cheating merits.
A
divorce.
merits the end of a relationship.
Yes, 100%. Upon finding out.
If you're going straight to I'm assaulting them for cheating on me, then you have problems.
Okay, the one relationship I will say that for me that did end in cheating. Here's the thing. I was mad about it initially, but I was more confused about it. Because
I was cheated on really, really badly, a couple of times, and I never once had the thought that I'm gonna beat that bitch's ass or something like that.
No,
never once.
No, And well, the one for me,
It's like, no, I'm just like, okay, fuck it, we're done. Like,
the one that left me in confusion was the fact that we were at dinner and then she confessed to me that she cheated, and I asked if I knew the person, and turns out she was cheating on me with a woman, and she discovered that while she was attracted to men, she was more attracted to women. So, I mean, I didn't know what to say. I didn't. I was just flabbergasted by it. And it confused me for a long time because I thought, here's the thing, I was young when this happened, and younger me, like, in the back of my mind, I was just like, dude, you are such a bad boyfriend. You made a girl go lesbian. That's literally what my mind did, as someone who didn't understand, like, what I do now. Like, as an adult who understands, like, about sexuality and everything, you know, and how people have different desires and everything, I understand it now, but back then I didn't. Back then I was pretty dumb about it. Anyway.
I can find, he hasn't been booked or charged with anything. Now, I think it's important we remember that the guy in this video is no saint. He cheated on his significant other.
Yes.
That is the behavior of a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But under no circumstances does anyone deserve to be beaten like this. He's not a good guy, but he is still the victim of an assault.
Yes.
And I think all of the video evidence suggests that this was a case of self-defense. He didn't lash out at her or strike at her until she went in again for like the third or fourth time, assaulting him. And then he did fight back. Now, I do think there is a case to be made that he may have taken it too far, because he does yank and pull on her for quite some time, even once the car comes to a complete stop. So I think he probably could have gotten out of the car at that point and just left it entirely, left the situation entirely, but I also don't know the entire situation on where it was stopped, if it may have been dangerous to do so. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
true.
Overall, I do agree that this does seem to be him defending himself, like, from getting attacked in this vehicle. Overall, this was a fucking awful live stream, and I really don't think this is going to be the last of its kind that we see, because it feels like it's getting more and more common with people wanting to live stream every moment of their lives, even the worst parts of it. So there'll probably be more things like this in the future, which sucks. I think it's just an awful direction, but just wanted to talk about this. That's about it. See ya.
So I don't think I'll be able to show like everything, but the let's see, what was her name?
With a streamer.
Okay.
I mean, I really don't want to see more of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it. Let's just look up like what her. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Oh, she's 35. I didn't know that. Yeah. There's her. Yeah, there she is. You may know me from the Howard Stern Show or Kermit and Friend. Okay. The queen of IRL streaming. Yeah. I bet you regret that now. This was in Palm Beach, Florida. Okay. Once again, Florida people, at it again. And look at her trying to, like... Wow, she hasn't posted anything on here. Whoa. I've accepted a marriage proposal from Bronx.
That was back in 2022.
Yeah. Wait. This was... Yeah, this is a year and a half ago, and she was with someone else completely. That's... Okay, that's a bit weird. God, I don't know. This is just bad all around. There's no real good side to this, because the guy's a piece of shit for cheating, but she's a bigger piece of shit for doing what she did. And by no means am I taking a side in this. Here's the thing. Sorry. That sneeze just did not want to happen. It was just like, am I gonna happen? Anyway. These two here, there's no real good side. I'm not taking any side in this, but do I believe the guy was like defending himself more for like what was happening? Yeah. I think do I agree with like everything that he did? No, I don't. But I do believe in terms of like self-defense, he went a little far, but honestly, after having my face slapped like that, and like my nose almost broken or broken, whichever. I mean, I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in. I mean,
Also,
what do you
like,
think, Nick?
There's just more about it that irks the crap out of me on her part. Like the fact that she called the girl that he was cheating with.
That's the other thing
on
too.
Live stream.
Also, her doxing.
Like,
and
she didn't agree to be on a live stream.
No.
And like she was putting all kinds of information about her out there. Like, I mean, as far as that girl knew, like, we don't know what that girl knew. Did she know that he was in a relationship? She may not have. He may have lied.
That's the thing. There's a lot that we don't know.
And that whole, like, fake being nice to someone, like, that clearly she would be punching in the face just the same if she was in person with right now. Like, I fucking hate that kind of shit, man.
I do too. It's annoying and it's so disingenuous.
Like, whenever you started showing me this video and I first saw her face, I was like, okay, she's a reasonably attractive lady. He might have been kind of dumb for cheating on her and stuff. And just, like, looking at her face now, like, the level of attractiveness that can drop for me after, like, knowing someone. God, she looks like a fucking monster to me.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. A pretty face is one thing which behind that pretty face is just absolute shit.
It literally changes the perception of my brain because her face isn't even pretty to me after knowing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she looks like a monster. Like.
Yeah. I really don't know what to say about this woman except for enjoy prison, bitch. Enjoy prison and enjoy coping with your life decisions because you've literally fucked up so bad that you are going to go to jail.
All I want to say is, like, please, for the love of God, get some fucking anger management classes.
Yeah, just see a therapist, period. Just do something to, like, curb your, like, anger and to make yourself a more functional human being. Because right now, you ain't doing too hot.
And you need to go to driving school, too.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. Her reckless endangerment of others for her own clout, that's just a sign of, like, pure narcissism. Anyway, yeah, so this was a good video from Charlie, but a horrible situation overall in terms of, like, this live streaming situation. So let us know what you all think in the comments down below.
I have to try to think about it. It's like, at least we got to watch some Charlie. Like,
oh yeah, at least we got some.
Made me mad, but at least we got to watch Charlie a bit.
Yeah,
Charlie's always cool.
I agree. Well, anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the video, and till next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
Take care. Peace.